Find out how you may be able to get a jump start on completing your program at CCAC through the assessment of your prior learning. The presentation will walk you through the different ways in which you can earn advanced standing credits that can count towards your degree or certificate program. First, let's review what PLA or prior learning assessment is. This is a term used to describe the process used to assess and evaluate your previous learning based on your experience. This assessment can take different forms and result in awarding college credit or certification, or advanced standing toward your future education. These are the various ways in which we can assess your prior learning. If you have attended another college, you may transfer a number of credits to CCAC. We also accept specific CLEP exams for credit and are happy to evaluate training from the military or other certifications and licensures you may hold. You may also be eligible to challenge certain CCAC courses through our Credit by Examination program. If none of these options are relevant to you, you are invited to explore the e-portfolio process to provide evidence for your prior learning. Let's talk about transfer credit if you have attended another college. First, if you are new to CCAC, submit your admissions application and declare your program of study. You will need to submit official transcripts to the registration office on campus. You can then complete an application for credit transfer form to request the evaluation of your transcript. The Director of Registration will evaluate your transcript and the credits you have earned at the other schools. We will award credit only for courses that are equivalent to CCAC classes and can be applied to your academic program of study. Keep in mind that there are limits to the number of credits for all forms of prior learning, which are based on the CCAC residency requirement. All students must complete a minimum of 30 credits through taking courses at CCAC in order to qualify for an associate's degree. The exception to this is the general studies or liberal arts majors, where the minimum required CCAC credit is 21 for those students who began in fall 2014 or later. For certificates, the CCAC credit minimum is 50% of total credits required for their certificate. Additionally, we will only award credit for courses that can actually count towards your program of study. Another common form of PLA is CLEP and AP or Advanced Placement exams offered by the College Board. You can pay a fee and take a nationally recognized exam at one of their established test centers. When you take the exam, you will request that your CLEP transcript is sent to the CCAC registration office at your campus. If you earn a minimum score on the exam for a course that is equivalent to a CCAC course and can be applied to your academic program, then the college will award credit for that course. If you are a member of the military or a veteran, you may be able to gain college credit from your military schooling and work experience. The college will base the evaluation of credit on ACE, American Council of Education recommendations. Simply have your joint services transcript sent to the registration office at your campus, and we will apply credit for coursework that is equivalent to CCAC courses and relevant to your program of study. Or you might have certifications or other credentials that will translate into college credit. CCAC has formulated articulation agreements for advanced standing with numerous agencies where we have evaluated their programs of study and established standards for the credit we will award graduates of those programs. As we create these agreements, they will be published to our Advanced Placement webpage. Check out these agreements to see whether your previous training will earn you a jump start to college. If your past training is not on our list, we are still willing to evaluate other learning programs. To be considered, a program must have an assessment component and an official transcript that indicates you passed must be submitted. You may be asked to obtain the syllabus, course outlines, or other information from that organization to complete the evaluation. Finally, there is one more important vehicle for you to request that your prior learning can count toward college credit. when official transcripts and credentials from established schools and organizations are not available. You can develop a portfolio to describe and demonstrate how you have learned and achieved the outcomes of the CCAC course as a result of your previous learning, training, and or work experience. This program is available through a statewide initiative in Pennsylvania called College Credit Fast Track. As all other prior learning assessment that we have described so far, this option is available to you for courses that can be applied to your academic program of study. Let's talk briefly about how this works. Here are the steps to the CCAC Fast Track process. First, you will submit your initial request through the official state website at www.ccfasttrack.org. When you submit your request, you will direct this to CCAC, and a PLA advisor at the college will be assigned to help you through the process of developing your portfolio. If you are not already a current or former CCAC student, you will apply to the college. When you and your PLA advisor have determined that you have chosen the appropriate course, gathered and described the evidence of learning, and written your portfolio essay, you will pay the non-refundable assessment fee and submit your e-portfolio. A CCAC faculty member will be assigned to review your portfolio and will recommend whether or not credit will be awarded. How will your portfolio be evaluated? Should you proceed to develop a portfolio? Generally, you should ask yourself these 4 questions. First, can you publicly verify your learning, and can it be measured? Second, is your experience comparable to undergraduate college level learning? You should be able to retrieve the master syllabus or the course on our website. Review the learning outcomes and ask yourself if you have learned the content and demonstrated your knowledge. Third, does your learning have a subject matter knowledge base? Just because you can perform a skill doesn't mean that you know and understand the theories and principles of the topic. Fourth, have you generally applied your learning to other situations in your work professionally or personal life? Have your experiences reflected those theories and principles? If you can comfortably answer these questions and provide sufficient evidence of this in your portfolio, you may have a good chance of satisfying the criteria that will be used by your faculty assessor. Let's review the components of your portfolio. First, you will give us your demographic information, including the course for which you are requesting credit, the degree or program you are seeking, and the reason for the application. You should give some basic justification for why you feel you have learned the course content as a result of your prior experiences. Next, you will write a personal essay that should convince the assessor you have achieved the learning outcomes of the course. You should write the essay in first person using I, talk about your life goals to provide a background for how they relate to the course and your program. You will write your narrative that describes the learning you have achieved through your different life experiences. You will need to cover all the learning objectives and describe how you have met them. To close the deal, you will need to add supporting documentation that supports your essay and provides evidence that you have applied your learning. You will be able to upload documents and link to websites and videos that demonstrate your learning. You should also include letters of recommendation from professionals who can affirm that you created or performed the work that you submitted. If you have done a good job in organizing your work, writing your essay, and providing supporting evidence, your portfolio should be able to convince the faculty assessor that you have achieved the learning involved in this credit course. We hope this presentation has provided you some clear guidance on how you can gain academic credit for your prior learning experience. Don't hesitate to check out our website or contact the Director of Registration at one of the CCAC campuses.